to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you for joining me today. My name is Aisha. So as you can probably see from the title down below, I'm going to be showing you guys my top 5 eyeshadow palettes, and I love eyeshadow. I think it's my favorite makeup product out there. Obviously, like, you need all the rest, but eyeshadow is my favorite thing, and I have so much fun just creating looks. I'm obsessed with eyeshadow. I do have a lot of palettes, so I have narrowed it down a lot, and it was quite difficult for me, to be honest, but I do find myself reaching for these 5 palettes the most. So yeah, I'm just obsessed with creating eyeshadow looks. I love colourful looks, neutral looks. I've got everything out there. So these palettes range from like really neutral everyday palettes to more colourful, creative kind of eyeshadow palettes. And before we begin, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below and ring the notification bell so you are notified every single time I upload. Okay, so I would be so sad if someone told me I could only keep 5 eyeshadow palettes. For some people, 5 eyeshadow palettes might be a lot, but there are a lot of people that have millions of eyeshadow palettes. I've got quite a few because they are my favorite makeup item to collect, and I just find them so beautiful to look at. So yeah, as I said before, these palettes are a range of colourful neutral palettes, and they are all from different brands. And please, quick disclaimer, please ignore how disgusting these palettes are, because obviously I love them a lot and I use them a lot, and so they are super messy, and some of them are very difficult to clean. So that is a problem for me because I am a mess when I do my makeup, just like dip in here, dip in there, shadow everywhere. So yeah, please ignore the messiness and disgustingness of these palettes. Okay, so the first palette is probably my most used palette, and I've had this for like 2 years now, I think. I got it exactly when it released, the first original, and it is the MORPHE and JACLYN Hill original palette. Look at this disgusting thing, I'm so sorry, but yeah, this packaging is the only thing I don't like about this palette, because it is cardboard and you can't clean it, like it's impossible. The reason I love this palette so much, I'll just show you guys, is because this is an everyday palette for me, because I've got like loads of neutral tones that I can use in any kind of look. And also, if I want a pop of color, you've got like these ones down here, which are super pretty, and you've got like shimmer shades, matte shades, and also highlight shades. This one is amazing. Like, I literally use it to highlight my face, not just on my eyes. So I feel like this palette is one of the most versatile palettes I have. Obviously, it's not super colorful, but it's like amazing for an everyday palette, for a beginner, for a makeup artist. Like, even if you're using a colorful eyeshadow palette, sometimes you can't find transition shades, so I always go back to this one to like get a transition shade up here. The formula of these is amazing. It is a bit different to her number 2, like her new palette. It's really buttery and creamy, and like the eyeshadows are super soft, so that's that one there. They do have names, but it's on like you know, the plastic sheet, and I think I've lost it. I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at swatching. Let me just like swatch a few shades, like a range of different ones. I love this one up here. It's like a mustardy kind of yellowy brown shade. I use that really often. Those 4 shades there swatched really nicely. This is going to be a problem because I have a tattoo on this arm. Let me just swatch them on my arm quickly and I'll show you guys. So yeah, I love the versatility of this palette. This is some of the swatches here. Let me just swatch one like on camera for you. I don't know, I'm going to go with like the gold bronze shade. Can you see? Like, that's so beautiful and pigmented. I just love the shimmers in this palette and the mattes. I love everything in this palette. And also you've got a black shade down here, and I often use these like cool tone browns to fill in my eyebrows. So yeah, this palette is so versatile. But this palette is a go-to for me. The only thing is that I know Morphe has changed the formula and it's no longer vegan, and I don't have the new version of the palette. but I really hope that the shades are the same. I like the blendability and everything is the same, because these shades just blend out so nicely. And also most of these palettes are like high-end palettes, just because like I haven't found many drugstore eyeshadows that I really like. I think that drugstore is really good at making like base products and lip products, but yeah, I haven't found many eyeshadows that I really love. But if you have any recommendations, just leave them down below so that I can try some out. Maybe in the future do like a drugstore eyeshadow palette video. Okay, this palette retails for $39, or like I think it's the same in pounds, £39, and you get 35 shades. So I mean, it's not so bad, and yeah, I think it's worth it for sure because of how much I use it. Okay, so this next palette is a bit more colorful, and this is my go-to palette when I'm trying to create like creative and colorful looks. And I did use it in a recent video actually in the random numbers pick my eyeshadow challenge, so don't forget to check that out if you want to see how these perform on the eyes. But I think this brand isn't that well known. It's the bPERFECT Cosmetics Carnival Palette, and they did this palette in collaboration with Stacey Marie MUA. So let me just show you guys. Look how beautiful it is. Like, you literally get every color under the rainbow, and these are some of the most pigmented colorful eyeshadows that I own. I think, yeah, these are my favorite colorful eyeshadows that I own for sure, and I literally use this palette all the time. You can see I've hit pan on a few shades. You also get two big highlighter shades which are really, really nice on the cheeks. This one's like a more of a pinky tone and more of a gold tone. But yeah, I'm just gonna like show you guys. This bronze shade is really nice. Yeah, so pigmented. And let me go for a matte, this like aqua green kind of shade. So beautiful. A pink, this is my go-to pink shade, although now even the JACLYN Hill Volume 2 palette has some really nice pinks in it. Let's go for the orange. So you can see there that they come up super pigmented when I dip my finger into them, and on the eyes they come up really nice and they blend really nicely too. So let me just swatch a few shades on my arm. Okay guys, so that is a few of the swatches there. You can just see how bright and colourful they come up when you swatch them. And these like shimmer shades are so nice. This one here, I don't know if you can see very well, but it looks like white in the pan, but it's got like this duochrome finish to it, and it's got like greeny and gold and blue reflex, so it's super pretty. And another good thing is that it has a mirror and also like a few neutral brown shades which are good for like blending out. So some colorful palettes don't come with transition shades, but this one does, so that's really nice. I know that there is now the XL version which has like a lot more shades, but I don't have that one. I really want to get it. So this one I think is like £28 or something like that. No, okay. This one is for $39.99 on bPERFECT Cosmetics, but it says here on Beauty Bay it's on sale for €28. Obviously I live in Italy. I don't know if it's on sale in the UK or in America, but yeah, it's around £40, $40 I guess. It's definitely worth it just because the shades are so nice. Good descriptions there, Aisha, but yeah, I just love it. So if you're looking for a colourful palette, definitely check this one out. Okay, so the next palette is quite new in my collection. I did a first impression review like maybe last week or something, and I used it for the first time. But I literally fell in love with it that much that it's safe to say that this is now my other go-to neutral palette, just because of the glitters in it. So it is obviously the Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals Volume 1 palette, and it does look a little bit boring maybe, but literally these shades blend so nicely. Like, I've never had a formula like this, especially the black down the bottom there. It's just the most pigmented and opaque black ever. And these shimmers, like these glitters, are the most amazing things in the entire world. Like, I'm just gonna swatch all of them for you. I don't know if you can see, but they are amazing. Ooh. I am in love. So that's some of the glitter shades there on my fingers. The thing I love about the glitters so much is that you don't even need a glitter primer or glitter glue. You can just go in on a brush or with your finger and like just use them on top of your eyeshadow look. And they just add something so special and nice to the look. I don't know. They're so easy to use. I haven't got any fallout with any of the shades, and I just think that she did a really good job. So I'm just gonna swatch some for you. I mean, like, obviously it is a neutral palette, but because of the way it's laid out, you could create a lot of different looks. You get mattes, shimmers, metallics, and glitters. So it is quite versatile, even though it is neutral. But can you see how reflective those glitters are? I am obsessed. The palette is organized into color stories. So I swatched 2 color stories. These are Poet and Story. So these like pinkier shades, you've got the matte, then you've got like a shimmery shade, which is beautiful. It's like a pink with a purpley glitter running through it. You've got a proper shimmer shade, which is like a pinky goldy color. And then this is the glitter. And then for the other color story, which is called Story, you get like this warm brown crease shade, warm brown with like gold orangey glitters, a warm like golden reddy shimmer, and then this obviously is the gold glitter. But yeah, I think it's just so beautiful, and it's so good for a beginner or like a makeup artist even. I think anyone could use this. It's also got a huge mirror, so it would be great for traveling, although it is quite heavy, and also the packaging is matte black and it gets dirty really easily. But I think it looks so beautiful. So the Textured Neutrals palette is $48 and is definitely worth it. I mean, these are all around like kind of the same price. But yeah, I would definitely pick that up if you're looking for a new palette to try. It's so beautiful. Okay, so the next palette, I mean, this palette, the color story is kind of strange, but I think I'm like including this palette because I just love all her palettes. Like the formula is just so nice. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy palette, and the reason I like this just because firstly the packaging is everything. It's so beautiful, and secondly, like, it's very different. I think that the color story is kind of like a bit of a mix between modern Renaissance, but then you get also like a few pops of color in there and like some really glittery and shimmery shades. I really love the formula of Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows. I think that they are so pigmented, they blend really well, and they are one of my favorite formulas, except maybe the Subculture palette, which is the one that had like a few issues with the green shades not blending and being patchy and stuff. But with this eyeshadow palette, I've never had any problems. Obviously you get less shades in this one than the other one. You get 16 shades, and it is more on the expensive side for the amount of shades that you get. But I just think that if you're looking like for a different palette to try, I think this is one of her best like releases. So yeah, you get like really cute shimmery like glitters, but they are so soft and they apply so nicely to the eyes. I love this one. It's like a champagne-y pink. It's got like a duochrome effect. Then you've got like this burgundy-ish pinky transition shade and like a neutral brown transition shade. I'm making a mess as usual. And also because I love pink, I think that's why I probably like it so much. It's got a mirror. It comes also with a really nice brush. I feel like the Anastasia brushes are so good. I always use them in my looks. So here are some of the shades swatched. I love this one. This one is the shade Barb. Just because it's like a duochrome pinkish shade, it probably isn't picking up on camera. This one, yeah, is more like a glitter topper. It's not super opaque. This gold shade is so smooth and easy to apply. This blue as well is so bright. I just love the tone of it. It's like an aqua-y kind of blue. And then these two matte shades, this like burgundy-ish purpley pink shade is really nice, and obviously a matte brown. You need that for blending out any eyeshadows. So this palette is really versatile. You have everything in there, even though you don't get that many shades. You also get a black and a dark brown. So yeah, I really love it. Obviously, that's why I put it in my video. So the Amrezy palette is 54 euros, which is actually on the more expensive side. I think if you don't have that many eyeshadows and you're looking to buy a palette, like I wouldn't recommend this one as your first ever eyeshadow palette. Obviously it's beautiful, but it's not as easy to use, or like the color story isn't as versatile as maybe the Tati palette or the JACLYN Hill original palette. In America it is $49 and it's still available, so obviously it's maybe not limited edition, but yeah, I really like it. Okay, and the last palette I have chosen I think has a lot of mixed reviews out there. Like some people really don't like it and some people maybe love it. I just love the like packaging. Obviously I'm a sucker for packaging, but it's also got a really nice color story. It's the Huda Beauty Nude palette. I've tried her other palettes and like the mini ones, and I do like them. I also tried like her original eyeshadow palette. That one wasn't as good, I don't think. This is really nice because you've got like matte kind of like nude shades, and nude shades are my favorite, obviously pink and nude and that stuff. But you've also got like these glitters, which I think are really cute. Obviously in the pan they've got like little specks of different colors in them, but when you swatch them that doesn't really come off. So those are some of the shimmer shades there. Rose gold is probably the description I should have used before instead of mauve, blah blah blah. But look how beautiful these colors look, and they just work so well together. The color story is just beautiful. The formulation isn't my favorite ever, like it's probably my least favorite out of all these 5 eyeshadow palettes, but I think she did a really good job. And I feel like if you use a glitter glue or like a wet brush with these glittery and shimmery shades, they work very well. So these are the swatches. You can see how pretty they look, especially this one and this one. I think they look amazing. Also this purple swatched so nicely. I don't have any problems with them becoming up patchy or like breaking up on the eyelids like I do with some other purples. So in this palette you do get a mirror, and also you get 18 shades. I can't count today. And it is more on the expensive side. It's $65. So again, if you are an eyeshadow collector, I would really recommend this because it's just so beautiful, and like Huda always kills it on her packaging. But if you are a beginner and looking for like maybe an everyday eyeshadow palette, you can find a lot more palettes for a lot cheaper. So yeah, that's why I have included it in there. But if I would have to keep one palette in this collection, I think I would choose, I don't know, it's so difficult. I think I would choose probably the MORPHE JACLYN Hill original, just because the other colourful palettes are so nice, and the Tati Beauty is amazing too, but there aren't really many pops of colour in there like there are in the JACLYN Hill palette. So that would probably be my number one, but Tati Beauty is very, very close to that. Like, I'm obsessed if you couldn't tell already. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this style of video. Let me know if you want me to do more, maybe with like lipsticks or foundations and stuff like that. I can make a little series. And if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Oh god, I nearly fell over there. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below, and also the notification bell so you are notified every single time I upload. Say that too many times these days. I'm becoming a robot. So I really had fun doing this video. Sorry about my really bad swatches, and sorry about my disgusting like palettes, as I said at the beginning, but I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye.